wild start.
It's an S-Line International. It has an 855 cubic inch Cummins diesel in it. That sign into or is he not? You hear the engine loading down. To the universals underneath looking over too. There must be a tremendous amount of wind up in the axle there. No, he's not going to be that sign into. He's going to lose out by about 3 feet. 4 feet or about 2 metres. A few on this side of the track, please. We want about 40 all told. We're not going to hurt you or anything like that. What we want you to do as the tractor passes each 10 metres to jump on board from either side. Right, we've got 2 on this side coming, some move down to the 20 metre mark. That's right. We want 2 on each side of the track at each of the 10, 20, 30, 40 metre marks. Load already, and he's only come 30 metres down the track. So that's it for the Bulldog. There was Owen Fox, who's come from Ultima area with the Bulldog. Just count the number of people as they hop off. Somebody on the side of the track, Maxwell. The tractor's only had about 3 gears. The fastest of them was not much more than a trot. And John's probably selected the lowest of them here. He's also being a little foxy too, in that he's going wandering around the track looking for the hardest spots. He went round the soft spot that Warren King left. Sorry, that was Owen Fox driving the previous tractor. You can see John Todd's come right over this side of the track to try and dodge that soft spot. He's come about 40 metres or a little better down the track. That sounds a little odd. It sounds a bit like a 4-cylinder tractor with 2 missing. They're quite low revving. About 1200 revs or thereabouts is as fast as the engine revs. That's right, John Parker seems to know what it's all about. He's trying to seal the weight right down the back of the sled. A few people haven't taken too much notice of him. Going quite well. It's a 720 John Deere, this one. Fairly recent. It probably only just fits into the vintage class. Right down almost the 50 metre mark. The tyre starting to lose a little traction at this stage. Plenty of dirt building up in front of the sled. The tractor's only, the engine's only just starting to come under load. Didn't work, John. They ran out of traction rather than power. Well done. Something in excess of 50 metres for John Parker on the old 720 John Deere. You can see John Parker's an old stager at this tractor pulling job. He was trying to get the weight right down the back of the sled, and now he's complaining about the previous competitor digging holes in the track. How about that? Now he's got his opposition hanging on the back of the tractor. He's trying to get rid of him too. John Todd also has a vintage tractor engine in this. John Parker's got him hanging on the back of the tractor. You can see he's doing his best to get rid of him. It's one way to get rid of the opposition. So, the rate he's going. P6 Perkins, they were one of the original Perkins, smoked like a beaut. Never seem to wear out. There's a lot of these old Fordsons with a Perkins P6. You see this one's fitted up with a pump on front. He's got to about 48 metres and that stopped him. It's as far as he'll go. Quite a good pull for Warren King. The old Fordson with a P6 in it. I doubt whether that was his lowest gear though. He was moving quite a bit compared with some of the other tractors. Terry Shields. With Terry Shields, if you're here, you're wanted on the telephone, please. It is a 99. I didn't know that was such a thing. It's an Oliver 90s. Right, it's an Oliver 99. Andrew Freeman's from Corot. We're very glad to see him here. It's the Freemans that are most involved in the vintage tractors, and I guess his father has gone over to Warwickville to the vintage tractor day over there. Andrew's got the style bill soaked up pretty well. It's going to outdo the John Deere. Starting to lose a little bit of tractor at this stage. You can see that weight transfer. The front wheels are barely touching the ground. This old girl's going very well. No, he hasn't beaten the John Deere. It's a little over 60 metres. I'm not quite sure of the number of people that are climbing board or whether that's being kept track of, but hopefully we're only getting 4 hopping on at each of the 10 metre mark. We're making it a fair competition. John Deere 720 John Parker. Fan sticks way out the front. It's driven by gears from back on the back of the crankshaft. It's a rather unusual looking engine, but they were a very popular tractor, these. Going quite well at the moment. Starting to load down now. Can he make it through that spot and keep going? Transferring the load quite well. The front wheels were rising off the ground just. Quite a good effort for the John Deere G model, considering it's a lot older tractor than the 720 that ran earlier. Quite a bit smaller than the Oliver 99 that ran also. 17. So we had 3 tractors that had 17 people on board. Most perfect spoke rings you've ever seen. The Bulldog's capable of being started up backwards, which gives it about 4 reverse gears and 1 forward. They run just as merrily backwards as they do forward. And a lot of these tractors came out in the early days. They're still going, which gives credit to the fact that they're beautifully built. They last for a long while. This one's a KL Bulldog, built by Kelly and Lewis. Most of them are Lanz Bulldogs built in Germany. They're quite a small, this one is particularly is quite a small tractor. Taking the load up on the chain. Any minute now he'll let loose with all those horses. Right, here goes Tom. Pull of about 65 metres. I'm a little surprised at how much grip he's getting. As I said, not a lot of grip. Tom is the test for taking that pull, or if he's not happy with that pull and thinks he can do better, he can have a second pull. It's up to the sled operator now to decide whether the sled's correct. About 59 metres for Superman. Superman's pull is an official pull. There was no reweighting of the sled to the place. He has to take that to where he gets
Matthew? I can't see you lot.
things that happen. If he gets the power on too quickly, he gets a flame out. That's what happened here. Unfortunately, he's got to shut down, push it out the back somewhere and cool it right down before he can come back again. That's once, David. You know the story about 3 times, don't you? No, 2 fingers. Managed to find a gear amongst them. That puts him in second place. Actually, that puts him in third place. Tom Ford is selected to run again. Quambatook is out in third place at this stage. That's the one to beat. About 63 or 64 metres. Notice the way the whole wheel was spinning quite badly. He came out over the top of Timmy on the track there at one stage, but still quite a good pull. Apprentice has a green light, just doing up the helmet. He has a stack of first and a stack of second. He's off. Smoke out of one, white smoke out of the other, but what an enormous pull. Over 80 metres. That's the one. A beautifully prepared tractor. Repainted, it was blue last year if you remember. Double trouble it was. Here he goes. That puts him in second place. Put your hands together for Joe Clark driving chock-a-block. Just starting to get this tractor together and starting to perform quite well. Yeah, that's a crowd road clutch for you. You don't stand in there. I only know one thing, go. Tractors just filling up the event. So Tom's got 3 Chevys,